cholesterol, or it could be that we develop nervous system disorders. It will affect the central nervous system also and alter the way you're able to think simply because of that extra, basically the alcohol that the liver's trying to clean out. So what it does, and this is actually, I know it doesn't look like it, this is the liver, gallbladder's over here, this is supposed to be the small intestines here, and this is the large intestines, okay? That's what it's supposed to be. So, interestingly, what happens is the candida will actually go, this is the portal vein to the liver. So the candida will travel through the GI tract, up that portal vein into the liver. So there's a direct connection between the intestinal tract and the liver. And so what happens when it gets to the liver is it congests the liver, so the liver can't make T3 because T4, thyroid hormone, is converted to T3 in the liver. If it gets too congested, it can't do that. So now it's going to affect your thyroid. If we get a lot of candida in the system, the other thing that it will do is it will compromise the immune system, and then the adrenals are taxed. The adrenals have to try to produce more glucocorticoids, mineral corticoids. They're trying to help us also to attack these allergies or help us with these allergens. High candida will cause us to have more allergies, even allergies to pollen, allergies to chemicals, allergies to even smells. Do you know anybody that is really allergic to odors? They really bother them or give them headaches. Have you ever experienced that or know anybody that's happened to? Okay, does that happen to you? Yeah. And that's going to be from candida overgrowth because your body actually becomes allergic to pretty much everything. Okay? So what we want to do is we want to take care of that candida. We want to do things that will help to downregulate the candida, and I'm going to tell you what that is. Okay? We'll talk about that in just a minute. But this is the connection with weight. When these toxins escape into the bloodstream, then the candida starts to grow also. It keeps growing and growing. And the candida tells the brain, feed me, feed me. So the candida actually is what is making you crave with carbs. The candida will make you crave sugar and carbs, and you're going to want it with every meal. So you can contribute to your candida that's growing in your tummy. And that's basically what happens in the book by Kevin Trudeau, The Weight Loss Cure. He says in that book, he says you will not lose weight as long as you have candida. If you have candida overgrowth, now remember, small amount is good, but if you have a candida overgrowth, he says it will be impossible to lose weight because your cravings will be so strong. You will not be able to live without your carbs, without your sugars and your yeasty breads and your white flours. In Chinese medicine, dampness is candida. A damp condition in the colon is going to be, I think of white, I think of everything white, white milk, white flour, okay, your yeast, your white sugar. Those all contribute to this damp condition. So things that will help to dry up the dampness, we have yeast fungal detox. It has garlic in it. And garlic is going to be really good, which is also very good for cholesterol, interestingly enough. But it also has echinacea, caprylic acid, tahibo, oregano oil. All of that's in here. And you can take all of those separately, and we actually have all of those separated. But we have found that this is like one of the best things that you can possibly get on is this yeast fungal detox. It takes about 6 months to get rid of the candida. So it's going to be long term. The caprylic acid, this is made from coconut, and this is equivalent to nystatin. This is the alternative to the medication that doctors will give you for candida. It's equivalent to nystatin, and again, it's made from coconuts. So your coconut oil would be a candida fighter. oregano oil. Can you turn that? Oregano oil also is really, really
Turn
good
what
for
off?
killing candida. And then we also have the Podiarco or Tahibo, which is also a cancer fighter. And you know, it's like we've known about this for ages. People have known about Tahibo, Podiarco. These are a couple of things that we do carry that kill candida, but by far, these two are probably our best sellers for candida. Foods that you have to avoid, we talked a little bit about fruit. Do you guys have your fruit? Did you have a fruit on your? Okay, all right, so let's talk a little bit about your fruit. Okay, so Becky, what did you get?
An orange.
Okay, okay.
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
I got an apple.
You got an apple, okay. I got grapes. So, this is what's interesting, here's the deal. When it comes to fruit, you don't want to eat any more than 2 pieces of fruit a day. And you want to make sure that it's not high on the glycemic scale. Does that make sense? So you don't want it to be high on the glycemic scale. So oranges and grapes would be too high. So my fruit is a no-no. Oranges and grapes are a no-no. Okay? But apples, oranges too high, but also citrus fruit you have to avoid because it does make candida grow. So your citrus fruits would make candida grow. Your oranges, your grapefruits, your all the different kinds of oranges, you know, that are out right now. So you want to avoid those. And then melons, any melon, because all melons have mold. And all peanuts, even the organic, natural. So all peanut butters are out for now.
Oh, I was like, I can't have peanut butter.
What about almond butter, any of the
Fine.
other butters are fine? Okay.
Yeah, peanuts are the only ones that the aflatoxins will really grow on. So aflatoxins causes cancer.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so that's the bad one. And I love peanut butter. That's like, oh, my absolute favorite. So,
Am I missing? I have oranges and grapes, citrus, melons, and peanuts.
Don't have any that are high.
glycemic scale.
Yeah, I have that.
2 pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So oranges and grapes
Yeah.
are bad.
Are you
And melons.
So you now you can have your
Okay, so that's pretty much it.
I'm a little bit.
I'm gonna show you a video. I think it's gonna take about 7 minutes, okay?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And let me see if I can successfully do this. I might need you guys to help.
How
Okay.
long for this with the fruits, like forever type thing? Like
No, not forever, no.
just until the deep.
Yeah, what they say as far as like the fruits are concerned is that you know, as far as the high on the glycemic scale and the honeydews and cantaloupes, things like that, watermelon, you really want to give that 3 to 6 months, depending on if you have a serious case of the candida. Then we're looking at 6 months, okay? Because candida is hard to get rid of. The other thing that we have noticed with people, because on the machine we have dark field analysis where we can go in and look at your candida levels. But what we have noticed on people is that we have to switch them out because the candida is very smart and it will adjust. So it might be that you can do this for like a month and then you have to switch to caprylic acid.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the other thing that, and to be successful, you have to change it. Okay, so let me see if I can get this up and, okay.
Hit client that we had.
If you girls wanna like pull your chairs in,
Automatically charged.
so you can see this. And this is done by
It says it's from Genova, but I mean.
he's an Italian doctor. His name is,
Okay.
his name is Tully Simoncini. And you can
So would you
actually,
say
you
that
know,
the best
Google
thing
him
for you to do
or
is
look the web,
to
you know,
just go ahead
YouTube, he's actually on
bill
YouTube.
out and put
Okay.
the credit card that
Anybody
I
know
was
how to make
charged
this
to
bigger?
on there and tell them.
Down
so
in the
I can
corner,
charge that.
right in the
With it.
Oh, that, yeah, right there.
Oh, okay. that's what I'll do, because it says on there that I can set it up convenience. So that's what I'll do. And then I have one more question. The other question that I
Okay, if you
had,
come closer, okay.
the other question that I had was, the billing that we have right now says that.
Truly a big day for Doug Kaufman, a great day for Know the Cause, a wonderful day for each and every one of you. Because a gentle man, if there's ever a man who's a gentle man, it is my guest today. Giulio Simoncini is a medical doctor. Further, he has his board certification in oncology. He is a cancer doctor, and yet he saw something terribly wrong with what was going on in oncology in Italy, and the word has spread. You guys, how many of you have emailed me?
Yeah, turn it down, Cheryl.
200 of you? Doug, do you believe this book that came out, Cancer is a Fungus? That's the book authored
Carol,
by
the
my
other
guest
way.
today, Dr. Simoncini. Now, tell us a little bit
Yeah,
about, you've been in many
for
bodies.
about-
What do
about
you
6
look
months
for
ago,
as
my
you
med lab,
navigate
they
that
were changing
camera
laws
through a
back to
person's
where it
body?
allowed chiropractors
If
to
you enter
order.
the body
And so we
and
got-
you reach
we
an
got-
organ
so that was two
affected,
of- that was the two
affected by the
accounts. One I
cancer,
had with my
you can
med
see
lab,
that
one account
the
was
lumps
us by
are
ourselves,
always white.
was with
The
Dr.
lumps are white.
Lumps are always white because
I just
if
don't want
you,
my
if
med
you
lab to be billed.
look at a CAT scan or an
That's the
MRI,
most
you
important thing.
you see an indirect
that's the most important thing, is that they don't-
image. So if you go directly with a video camera, you can see that it is always white. Sometimes discolored with blood or with the defense reaction. But in every post-mortem examination, the scientists find
Okay,
the,
so
the,
that's
the
my-
white
that's the most important.
lumps, the white masses, that is fungi.
Yeah, do you want me to?
See, because
do you want me to
yeast
give-
and fungi are white. Anybody take a
That is,
mushroom,
that's correct.
crush it up, it's a white
Yeah,
mass. So
it's simple.
as we continue now today, we're going to show you, many of you have never seen
And then
this,
that'll just
so Dr.
simplify it. And then I'll
Simoncini
just,
is going to
set
push a
an email
button,
up, just like
and
you
we're going to
do.
show you
We done.
inside a body while he talks to us. Go ahead and
Yes.
do that.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the pleura. We entered with a camera, and look, the pleura should be red, but you can see all the lumps, all the cancer that is white. Really white. This is a heartbeat. This is a bronchial cancer. Look, we went into the bronchia. Look, with the bronchoscope. Look, they are white. White
Now,
as usual. And then in the colon cancer, this is red because there is a little bit blood. I washed it up.
okay, and now it's white.
Now, look. The density is different.
Okay, yeah,
So
that's
it's
what I
different,
was switching back
but
and forth, so
it is
this
always white.
This is the simplifies it.
Under
This is good.
the first look.
Okay, well, thank you
Always
so much,
white.
and I hope that you
And
enjoy your weekend.
look, after one day,
And what was your name?
treatment. Okay, that's
Look,
okay.
look,
Pam,
it
thank you. Oh,
looks
that's right,
like
you sent me the emails, okay.
thrush.
That's right, I know you
Yes.
On a tongue,
Okay,
which is
Pam, thank you
yeast.
so much.
This is
I
the
appreciate you.
same
All right,
illness,
bye-bye.
but here the fungus is on the surface. When the fungus enter in the body, in the depth of the body, it becomes a lump, and the reaction, the invasion, and the reaction make the cancer, the lump, the tumor.
So we are doing an X-ray, an imaging of some kind, and it looks black. You know, it's a shadowing on the, and so I always thought cancer was black, but this clearly demonstrates that it's not. Once a doctor sees that tissue, does a biopsy. Is biopsy okay, or does it hurt? Biopsy sometimes bleed and bleed and bleed.
Biopsy is damages the tissues and favors cancer because as I told you, damages the tissue. You can see the blood, the bleeding.
Yes.
But when doctors make the biopsy, they pick up just the outside part of the tumor. that is the reaction. They can see the fungi because they just pick up the external part of the cancer.
Of course, the prostate.
So the histologic examination is a complete stupidity because it shows just the defense reaction, but we don't care to know how the body defends itself. We have to know what is inside the cancer. Cancer? It is like a solid abscess.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to see what is inside the abscess. Tumors, cancer are formal descriptions. They don't say anything.
Nor do the laboratory reports, because what they have determined, according to you, is what's on the sac. The heart, pericardium.
Yeah.
You know, the prostate, a sac around the prostate. That's what they're measuring,
Yeah.
not what's inside the
Inside.
prostate. Now, take a tumor, this patient that you showed us here. Your therapy is so magnificently simple, and apparently this is really working. You're talking about baking soda, sodium bicarbonate. Do you squirt with a syringe? Do you inject into the tissue with cancer? How do you do this?
The problem is that sodium bicarbonate is the strongest substance against fungi. It is an antifungal drug, terrible antifungal drug. And furthermore, they cannot adapt to a salt because it is not a complex substance. That's why the antifungal drug, today's antifungal drugs are ineffective because the fungi can adapt themselves in 3-4 days. They are not shared elements. They are social elements. They communicate. They are connected by pores, and they can adapt themselves because they have a big power of adaptation because they are the masses. Imagine shared cells like bacteria. You can poison them at once with some penicillin.
Yep.
But for the fungus, you give an antifungal drug. You can kill the first layer, but the second layer they get used and they eat
Yes.
drugs, chemotherapy, everything.
They resist.
Oh.
Totally resist. Do you know Dr. Costantini?
Simon.
Yeah. Dr. Costantini one time told me that a fungus cell, right? We're talking about fungus and cancer. A fungus cell has a cell wall and a nucleus. A human cell has a cell wall and a nucleus. He said, how is an antifungal drug going to kill this without killing this human cell? The perfect antifungal, as the good doctor says, will never be developed because to kill fungus perfectly is to kill human perfectly. While we're on that road, I wonder what cancer statistics really are. When I was writing my book, The Germ That Causes Cancer, I'm sure when Dr. Simoncini was writing his book, difficult to find statistics. Very difficult to see how effective chemotherapy was, how wonderful radiation is. In America, we have 3 options if you have cancer: surgery, chemo, and radiation. 2 of the 3 cause cancer. Does that make sense to you? Or should we be looking in the right direction? We'll be right back. Oh, this is a banner day with a banner physician here. Tullio Simoncini is his name. You don't have to remember that name. Many of you have already bought it. Look.
What do you think? Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah. It's interesting to me because the cancer clinics in Mexico, one of the first things they do is they give you stuff and keep you on stuff for candida. They do that always. And in Chinese medicine, anytime you have a tumor, it's hardened dampness in Chinese medicine, which means hardened fungus. So he was saying that he uses bicarbonate of soda, that Simoncini, he's an oncologist, and so he uses bicarbonate of soda, which goes back to keep your body alkaline. We want an alkaline body, not an acidic body. And so therefore, the diets that you are on support that.
and you're already supporting the yeast-free diet because you're on the yeast-free diet because you've eliminated